Hey guys, what's up? I'll tell you what's up. Aurora stock going B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Um, Here's the truth. I did not see this coming at all. And you want to know what saved me? The fact that the options were not trading properly. So on Tuesday, I tried to buy 500 put options, $7 puts. I didn't get filled. I just cried about it. I was so upset. And they would have paid huge. Don't get me wrong. But I didn't get filled, and I wasn't going to play Aurora going into earnings. Plus, I was just waiting for the options to just kind of, work out. On that video where I called a lot of Aurora shareholders stupid, I still think that you're stupid. For the mere fact that most of you rode this down 80%, and you still have to look at the pre-split price, you're still below $1. Okay, so most of you bought it at 10 and wrote it down all the way here. So I have no sympathy for you. For the new shareholders, good fucking job. Wash your hands. And this is what and actually one of the things that I said in my Aurora "You Guys Are Stupid" video is, if you're die hard about it, probably the best option to do would be a strangle or a straddle. If you did a strangle or a straddle, you are fucking crushing it. So yeah, everyone now cheering. They're only down 70%. They're still down more than 70%. John Hopkins. So here's the thing. So I had a banker call me. I'm not going to say which bank. Just kind of get my feel for it, like the pulse. And we came to a conclusion together, right? The one thing that Aurora has is it's a cult stock. It's a cult stock if people are willing to buy this thing at $12 and ride it all the way down to, basically 55 cents, which is what the low is, or 52 cents is their pre-split low, or post-split when you do the math. But they have a lot of shareholders, okay? So a lot of shareholders coupled with a lot of FOMO, a lot of Robinhood traders that are on this, and probably a big short position. I mean, their financials weren't good. Yeah, revenue is up and everything, but they're still running a huge risk of running out of cash or more cash. I mean, they had a good quarter in terms of growth, but we always knew that the growth was going to be there. So anyway, this is just kind of my hot take on it. It's going to be choppy. This thing is going to swing up and down, up and down, up and down. The options are probably not even worth it, just because the spread on these options are so crazy anyway. So I think,
guys, real quick.
Hold on. I think. Sorry, it was a True Trading Group. Somebody jumped on the mic. I think that the best way to play it is really with the stock. And honestly, until it gives it back, I would be looking at $12. If it hits 12, so today in True Trading Group, I jumped on and I said, look, I'm looking at puts. I'd like to see it get to 10. But I'm not going to jump into puts at 10 because I think that 10 is going to be a psychological trigger and it's going to trigger FOMO. That's exactly what we're seeing right now, is just pure FOMO. It's also bleeding over into other stocks like Kronos and Canopy. We had the Kronos 550 calls from May 29th, fucking crushed. Those are up 160%, 130%. No, 160% from 2 days ago. Actually, probably more right now. But take your profit, okay? Don't be stupid. the reason that everybody in Aurora got killed is because on big days they just kept thinking, all right, this is it, this is it, this is it. Aurora giveth and Aurora taketh back. So I just want you guys to be careful with that. It's going to bounce around, okay? I looked at the $10 puts. They're all over the map. I was like, maybe I'll take a little starter position in these. Maybe not. Crazy thing is, if you had a $10 calls today, they went from 5 cents to $1.60. So congratulations if you get that. So anyway, what's your target on those? On what, Chronos? I already took my profit on Chronos. My target was my target on those $10 puts. I'd like to get them closer to 1, but I don't even know if I'm going to play them. Honestly, it's a lot of FOMO to get in front of. Here's also a risk that you guys should be aware of. Aurora has to dilute. They need cash. Maybe given this move. So I said this yesterday, actually. With a big move on Aurora, and if there's a big short position, do not be shocked if they do a bought deal where the bankers that were short, let's say BMO or Canaccord, do a bought deal with Aurora, probably BMO, to basically cover their short. Stock will tank or drop down to whatever that that strike price is, for that bought deal. That is definitely something you need to be aware of when you're trading Aurora. If anything, that is probably the most important thing. They are going to do a bought deal. All right. There is just either that or they're selling an asset. Better that they sell an asset. But if they sell an asset, also understand that they're going to be taking a huge write down on whatever they sell. All right. And they would still probably need to raise money. So it's just kind of bouncing around. It's at 1110. The high is 1162. Trade it, guys. Trade it. Don't get cute with it. I think even the options are a real big gamble. Obviously, you don't want options for today. You need options for next week or even further out. But I don't really want to get in the way of this now, just kind of after doing all the math in my head. Now that the float is, here's the thing, the float's 108 million right now. And this thing is traded almost 57 million shares. Okay. If this thing turns the float in the next day or 2 days, this thing could go absolutely apeshit. And really apeshit. And it's actually turning out and it pains me to say this, but Aurora's actually looking like, a scalper's wet dream. So keep an eye on that volume. Let me see what the volume was. The volume yesterday was like 15 million. That's nuts. Yeah, it was like 15 million today. So another 50 million and we've essentially turned the float. My bearishness has cost a lot of pot investors money. Fuck off, Mark Allen. My bearishness saved a lot of people money. I told everybody to get out of Aurora at $10.35 in fucking March of last year. So give me a break. So yeah. And guys, I'm okay. I'm allowed to be bearish because pot stocks are still not even close to where I exited all of them. Not even close. Aurora could go up 500%. Actually, it could go up 1,000% from where it is right now. Okay. and I will still be ahead of everybody on it. Canopy could go up another 300%. Tilray, don't get me started on Tilray. Tilray could go up another 2,000%. All right. Remember, don't be pissed because I got out in March and went short the market. I mean, look, MJ ETF, I took a huge short out on that at $37. Chronos, I went huge short, $23. I'm the biggest bull in pot stocks, but I've also been around longer than any of you have been trading pot stocks. If any of you guys were trading pot stocks in 2013, please fucking raise your hand, because I fucking doubt it. Okay, good question. So how could turning the float, make Aurora go even bonkers? So the crazy thing is, it's trading so much volume right now. If, let's say, it trades 108 million shares, okay, and the net of that is 75% of those people are holding, and then let's say it trades another 20 million, 25, 30 million, and then another 50% of those people are holding. What you're doing is you're locking up the float. And when float locks happen, parabolic moves happen. The greatest float lock and simultaneously the greatest short in pot stock history was Tilray. When Tilray went public, they went public in July of 2018. A month later, Canopy did a deal with Constellation Brands. Tilray went from $20 to it tapped $300 in less than 3 months. That's what happens with a float lock. So anyway, yeah, this thing's just all over the map, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. And honestly, guys, look, for the people that are in Aurora, like, I want you guys to make money. I just want you guys to be less stupid and take profit. Take profit. If you go down more than 15% on a pot stock, like, wash your hands of it. Wash your hands. It's that simple. You can't ride it down and hope. The days of dips getting bought in pot stocks are over. Okay? This is a good time to trade these things, because in all reality, going into the summer is always the worst time for pot stocks. That's the reason that I've been positive, portfolio wise with pot stocks going back to 2013, because I'm in the summer, out for the most part in March, and then I just trade, get back in the summer when everything's down 30%. And think about it this way. I sold Aurora in 2016 for like $3. I bought it in the summer of 2017 again for $1.03. All right. Canopy was $7 that summer. Everything. That's just how it goes. So keep that in mind. Yeah, Sinwin, look, it's still not a good idea to average down. There's a way to fix your position in Aurora. Okay, so I'll give you a story. In 2018, right before, so October of 2018, I got out of Aurora at like $12. It was right before Canada went legal. Okay, and I you can check my tweet. I said in September that the market was going to pull back. I even made a little calendar and highlighted the days that would be red. It was fucking exact a month and a half ahead of time. So my thinking was it was going to be a sell the news event, which it was. And I thought, okay, Aurora, everything's going to pull back 30%, 30%. So I had sold it 12 something, I think like 12.19. Aurora pulls back. It's in like that $10 range. And I'm like, sweet, 20% discount. Take my first day. I bought $500,000 worth of Aurora stock. It also happened to coincide with October 22nd, which was a really bad day in the market on the SPY and everything. So next day, I'm like, okay, 9 something, average down. average down huge. Not really giving me anything. Next day gets into the 8s, and I'm just like, holy shit. You know, now like I'm starting to kind of worry, but I average down. What I end up doing it from then, and I'm still up on the trade because I traded it from way lower. So I'm still way up on this trade, but now I'm like, I'm not putting any new money into it. I'm just going to trade it back and forth every 25 cents, every 50 cents, you know, sell some, reload some, sell some, reload some, not putting any new money and using the money in the market to improve my average. That is how you average down on a pot stock. So, you know, guys, even at $11, you're still not at $1, you know. So you got, you know, I get it. It's 91 cents right now. It's not, I always look at pre-split values. So it's at 91 cents. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. I got to get back to trading. I'm trading some other stuff right now, and it's kind of tough to watch. All right. I will catch you guys later. Subscribe, like. I'm going to start doing a lot of these streams, like, you know, midday. Just kind of go over like what's moving and, you know, where you should probably be looking to take profit and everything. Kind of like DRV. I'm looking to take profit here from my $28 reload. It's at $28.60. And yeah, and I already took my profit on Chronos calls. And I was scalping Apple 302.50. So anyway, have a good day. Like this video and subscribe, and make sure you hit the notification bell. Later, guys.